All right, welcome to the channel. In this video, we're going to take a closer look at the Hodge Twins and their attempt to compare black women to white women. These neo-puppets are like most black conservatives. They think it's their job to tear down our community with these tired-ass stereotypes. And, of course, they hide behind this classic excuse, we're just holding people accountable. Let's break this nonsense down and inject some much-needed reality. Now, I'm gonna pause the video at times because I don't want to strike, because you know how these YouTube streaks can be. All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, got a show for y'all.
Got a damn good show.
I'm gonna show you this black woman. She's a star in the black community.
Yeah, she's praised and celebrated.
But she's embraced.
Yeah.
She went on this podcast, and I tell you what, black people are in the position they are in America today for a reason. Ignorance. Yeah, ignorance, but I think it's a capacity thing. Sukihana.
Think about it,
I
Keith.
think that's her name.
Think about it. What other demographic people have this problem? Black people ain't the only people of color in this country. Why is they struggling so much over other people of color?
They embrace the wrong things. Like,
Yeah.
this woman's a star in the black community.
They're not willing to acknowledge what's the real problems in our communities.
Wait, hold up. Let's pause it right there. Did this fool just say our community? Our community? Really? This is what these puppets don't get. They're part of the problem. Every time a single black person messes up or do something wrong, it gets framed like we're all that way. And that's what's sad. It's like they're too apple juiced up to understand. Other communities don't have the same issues because they were never a target of the rich man's game like we were. Okay, you don't understand that. And I dare anyone to try to debate that. Okay, you can't debate that. I got a whole bunch of facts and figures for you now. Come on, bring it. Just take a stroll through some neighborhoods and you'll see who owns the businesses, the nail shops, the tire shops, and I can go on for days. And that's not because we don't stick together. It's because the banks had a hidden agenda, and I'll debate you on that too. I got all the stats, but we're not gonna get into that right now. The reason some of us embrace certain things is because of what the power structure shoved down our throats. I don't expect these apple juice drinkers to grasp that. I don't. They're too slow. We all know they took control of black culture and pushed all the negativity to the forefront. Now we have a whole generation of youth raised on this trash. Meanwhile, they did the opposite for poor and working class whites. Right before hip hop took off, rock and roll was making waves. But the music was pushing a lot of white kids to commit suicide. Then grunge music popped up, and suddenly white kids stopped caring. And rock and roll and grunge music got pushed to the background. And hip hop got pushed to the front. And if you don't think music has an impact on the youth, I can hit you with plenty of studies to prove it to you.
And I think until you acknowledge the problems, those problems will perpetuate and continue to fester and grow,
persist.
And persist, and it's going to grow into it's going to fester, it's going to get infected. We got a huge infection in the black community, and nobody wants to get the antibiotics to treat it.
Hey, this video, check this video out. It's a white girl and a black girl. And you'll see why there's a wage gap in this country.
Yeah, they silly, ain't they? See, this is why the apple juice and hoghead twins are popular. Most Americans can't handle the truth without some laughter. They need some cream in their coffee. The raw truth is too damn strong for them.
Baby, one thing about me is everybody know I'm so good with a good coochie, so I always make a lot of money.
That's amazing. I didn't know that about you.
What do you know?
That you're a musician. But that's why I'm interviewing you today, so I can get to know you.
So I'm a musician. Mm-hmm. What the fuck that mean? Make magic or something? What is musician?
I think you're confusing that.
Yeah, I'm not no musician. I make music. I make music.
Oh my God.
And that's not all I do. I make music, I act. I'm a TV star too, a young mogul.
Just really quick, I think you're confusing.
I'm not confusing nothing because you don't know. You thought that all I was a magician or whatever the fuck you said.
See, that's what I think you think I said. No, I said musician, not magician.
I don't think, baby, I don't think. What is that? That's ghetto. I don't think. I know.
Yeah, you don't think.
So you
think.
I didn't say magician, Suki. I said musician. And I think you are a musician.
No, baby, I do music.
So you just really quick, for the record, could you say you don't think you're a musician?
I'm not none of that.
But then after that, you just said I do music.
Yeah, I do music.
So in other words, you're a musician.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
That's why we have a wage gap. That's why white people make more money than black people.
Yeah.
And that's why black people, everybody make more than black people. It's not because racism, it's just stupidity, really.
Yeah. But I don't think that's stupidity. Well, that's stupidity. I don't think it's ignorance.
Well, ignorance.
You can fix ignorance with information.
Yeah.
But you can't fix stupid.
Now you see how these apple juicers were snickering and laughing because this sister didn't know what the word musician meant? I guarantee you can find many words they don't know the meaning of. I guarantee you there are plenty of white folks out there who don't know the meaning of certain words. But here's the difference. Nobody is taking what one white person can't do and turn it into a social thesis about why there is a wage gap. But nah, let one black person slip up and suddenly it's a social experiment.
Ain't nothing you can do to fix
And you know, she's not stupid. She's just really ignorant. You can fix her if she's, but she's got to show the willingness to fix.
You got to put in the work.
Yeah. She was confusing the word magician and musician.
Yeah. She's probably nervous. You know, she is talking to a white woman. You know how black people feel about white people. They feel inferior, you know, so.
Oh, so now they're experts on ignorance and stupidity. Okay. Takes one to know one, right? These hoghead twins have been playing on stupid level for years. They got a PhD in dumb. If they think all black people think white people are superior to them. Only you black conservatives feel that way. That's why y'all used to drink that apple juice. That's why you guys cater to the average dumb Americans, because you fit right in.
Maybe she was, you know.
My producer had to stop the show. That bitch is stupid. Shit's infuriating.
Yeah.
That woman should not be allowed to vote.
Yeah.
She shouldn't be allowed. Well, I ain't gonna say that.
Well, Keith, I'm a soul believer. Everybody should have a right to vote, but that's kind of reckless to say that. Everybody should have the right to vote.
You think that girl should have a?
Wait a minute, let me finish. You being like Suki Ho right there. What I'm trying to say is voting is a privilege. If you don't have the competency, you don't have the capacity,
Right.
the brain cells, red or white. Now that was stupid. I just said.
Yeah.
But
Trying to be funny.
I caught it. I said some ignorant shit, and I was being stupid.
This is disrespectful to the young sister. And I'm not even a fan of what she represents, but I would never be that disrespectful to her. And yet they act like they're the ones who should be lecturing people on who should be voting. I know they're trying to be funny. They look for every excuse for why the black community is in this predicament. Is there responsibility on certain black people? Yes, gangbangers, drug dealers, etc. But also the people who planned all this shit. But they wouldn't understand that. See, these two folios would never have a real conversation with me. I'll make them want to go back on that apple juice.
But the difference between me and Sukiho is I acknowledge when I make a mistake.
Right.
She's not willing. She's not open to hear or learn anything. She goes into a conversation just want to be right about every little thing. And somebody that's selfish and narcissistic, you'll never amount to anything. I mean,
when
this,
you're that
this career
narcissistic-
she has is temporary. It's not going to last forever.
Yeah. When you're narcissistic like that, you go into a conversation thinking you know everything, and when you approach conversations or anything in life, you're not open to learn anything.
Yeah. You couldn't even. You had a great opportunity
To learn the difference between magician and musician, and you failed.
Hey, why you cut me off, man? I was going to say that. I was gonna say the exact same thing you said,
Yeah, I had to
but
take
you
that
stole
one.
it from me.
Yeah, I had to take it. I had to take that one from you.
You knew I was gonna say that, and you did that shit.
I took it. I'm sorry.
I don't like it when you do that.
Yeah, you do it to me. You do it to me all the time.
I don't steal your thunder.
Yeah, you do.
No, I do
You steal
not.
it all the time, and I took your thunder. Don't feel good, do it. Her name's Sukihana.
No, Suki's stupid.
Musician and magician. Man, I knew the difference.
You give that woman a multiple choice test. 2 questions on that. What is a musician? Put A through D, and then what is a magician? She gonna fail that bitch.
And so there you have it, a prime example of how the Hoghead twins continue to push harmful, ill-informed ideas about black women and our community. These are the hard truths about their lazy narratives, designed to make us look bad. But don't fall for it. Stay woke, stay informed, and call out all their ignorance whenever you see it.